A Sydney doctor has found himself at the centre of a bizarre case accused of murder and funding terrorism in Uganda. Dr. Aggrey Kiyingi is a successful cardiologist and wants to become Uganda's next president. But he's been branded an enemy of the state in his country of birth, in what he insists is a political setup. Jason Om has this exclusive report.
We need a change. Imagine a person who was born in 1940s is ruling a generation of...
We need a change in Uganda.
At a Saturday night get-together of Ugandan Australians in Sydney's west, the politics of their birth country is front and centre. And tonight the topic is a Sydney doctor's bid to unseat Ugandan President Yoweri Museveni.
We young people who were born in Museveni's regime are brainwashed. We think politics is just like that. It's about corruption, it's about scaring people, it's about intimidation and dictatorship.
Is Dr. Kiyingi a killer, as the government says so?
He's not a killer. That's a mere campaign.
I'll say one thing about
It's a smear campaign, you're saying?
Exactly.
According to the Ugandan government, this man, cardiologist Dr. Aggrey Kiyingi, is a terrorist and responsible for a series of murders. But if the aspiring politician is afraid of the claims against him, he's certainly not showing it. At his clinic in Western Sydney, Dr. Kiyingi uses a musical remedy to put his patients at ease.
Yeah, that's good. Yes.
And in this case, he's helping a man who's recovering from open heart surgery.
That's the idea. Okay? Yes. No, it's good. Keep it going. Get that heart to pump.
Dr. Kiyingi is promising Ugandans to rescue them from the nearly 30-year rule of President Museveni.
If Mr. Museveni persists in trying to cut my head off, whether I'm there or not, I want to make a prediction. There will be a people's revolution.
The Museveni regime has accused Dr. Kiyingi of helping organise the murder of 7 people, including Muslim clerics and police officers. The victims were said to be killed by the rebel group the Allied Democratic Forces, and police say Dr. Kiyingi funded their activities. Leading the public campaign against him is the head of the Ugandan police force, General Kale Kaihura.
We detected this around Christmas, towards Christmas, when we got information that they actually wanted to attack police stations. And it was linked to Dr. Kiyingi's group.
Ugandan police have arrested 18 suspects. Another 8, including Dr. Kiyingi, are wanted.
I've never supported terrorism in any way. I've never funded any terrorist group or any terrorist.
Did you have any role in the killing of the 7 people?
Absolute nonsense. Of course I didn't. Now, Mr. Museveni, we know, and the Ugandans know, that he's responsible for this. He's an adept of killings and framing people.
Dr. Kiyingi says the charges against him are a political setup to stop him from challenging the president.
So the president did it, and he's blaming you?
Exactly. Exactly. Another deep breath.
Dr. Kiyingi has been in Australia for more than 30 years and is known in Uganda as a businessman who used his charity work to help Uganda's poor. But in 2005, while he was in Sydney, he was accused of organising the shooting death of his first wife, Robina, a prominent corruption-fighting lawyer. He was eventually tried and acquitted in Uganda. The Ugandan government has told Lateline it is now appealing the original judgment and will move to have the murder charge reinstated.
For even the courts and the judge to stand up and say, hey, look, we cannot do it. This man is innocent, let him go. That is a very brave statement to make. And I don't think they would do that if there was any inkling of doubt that I was innocent.
So were you involved in any plot to murder your wife?
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
President Museveni has a reputation for crushing any opposition, and observers such as Joseph Kikunyogo says the Australian government should be wary of any extradition request from the Ugandans.
I think the government would have to really be careful before extraditing their citizen to a government that is not democratic and a government that keeps raising charges against opposition leaders. It's something which has to be done very carefully. And I think if there is enough evidence, he could still be tried here. That wouldn't be a problem. But I think it would be a mistake if he was to be extradited.
Nominations for the election open later this year, and while it's a dangerous move for Dr. Kiyingi, he needs to be in Uganda to run. Dr. Kiyingi says some of his campaigners have been arrested, but that he's built up 5 million supporters through these business cards. He says there are 1.5 million of them circulating around the country.
Dr. Kiyingi says he has 5 million supporters in Uganda. Does that sound true to you?
Well, that is something you can't really know. But the fact is, Ugandans have shown on several occasions that they're tired of this government.
That's right.
It's hard to gauge the support for Dr. Kiyingi in Uganda, but here at least there seems to be some backing from Sydney's Ugandan community. The people we spoke to, some supporters, some not, are all members of the Uganda Association of New South Wales.
Dr. Kiyingi should be very courageous to stand. Let him go and face it. He's not a criminal. Criminals do not go back home.
We put that to Dr. Kiyingi.
If you are innocent, as you say you are,
yes,
why not go to Uganda and face the charges in court?
2 reasons. One, I'll be killed instantly or arrested. We are talking about Museveni. We are not talking about Australia. 2, although this has come out in the press, actually, I've not received any court summons or criminal summons from Uganda.
You received no letter?
No!
But late today, Dr. Kiyingi told Lateline that he would return to Uganda in 3 months, whether or not he would still face charges by then.